there we go. Captain's mode. Look at that. We're right on time. Hey, I never said Cyclops was a bad co-caster. I don't have favorites in co-casters.
I'm your favorite co-caster.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that.
Such your pretty face. Shh, no talking.
Oh, introduce teams then and stuff. I'll sit back. Go analyze. Go.
I'm loading the game.
Oh, sorry. I actually was already. I was already sitting back. So, I actually didn't do anything yet because the game only just started.
It's alright though. It was great to hear you
10
swallow.
seconds.
Thanks. Yeah, I actually didn't because
5 seconds.
just spit it back
As long
into
as you
the
don't.
glass.
Oh, you spit. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relationship's over. So let's move back into the game. Lone Druid banned out. They have first pick, so looking maybe for a Nyx. Bat Rider banned there. This would be probably Nyx will be banned. They might get a Magnus first pick again. Qpanda.
Is that your analyzation and stuff?
Yeah, that is. I don't actually know that much about Dota. I just talk a lot, and I talk very convincingly that people believe me.
I agree with
people,
that. I agree with that. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in chat. I mean, you see, first pick Magnus. Go fuck yourself.
I speak for the.
I will. Yeah. I always also talk very convincingly, but it actually has more impact when I talk to face to face. Because I just tower over people and people have to believe what I say, otherwise I stomp on them. So, you know, for me that kind of has impact. I guess for you that doesn't really matter that much since you're short. So you have to get only for the things from your voice. The burn didn't go out, didn't come out right, did it?
I don't know.
No, it didn't.
Rubik's a good pickup. Nature Prophet's a great pickup as well for Qpanda, and Puck is really good. As far as this looks, it's going to be a defensive try from Mouse Sports because they got a Rubik, who's not often put in offensive position. Puck mid's just a great hero. You won't expect many ganks. We still haven't seen Black's farming hero, so I think Qpanda are going to be like, what don't we want Black to play when it comes to some of the bans? Yeah. Anti-Mage is pretty squishy versus a Magnus. When it comes down to hitting an RP, I wouldn't expect an Anti-Mage pickup. We'll see. But so far it looks like it's Magnus mid, Darkseer off lane, Gyro safe lane for Qpanda, unless they want to do an offensive lane. And they might leave the Anti-Mage in and actually go offensive versus Mousesport's defensive try.
No,
So
the Gyrocopter, they definitely have the potential. And that's also where Mouse Sports bans out those heroes that would do really well on an aggressive trial lane with the Bane banned out. And now also the Nyx Assassin, and just pointing out, Nyx Assassin in the second banning phase. You don't normally see that one.
Yeah, it's second ban phase, you're right.
Yeah, I can count, thank you.
Very nice. No, sorry, I just assumed it was banned, but they kept the Wisp, that was quite an oddity. Yeah, and I think the Gyro pickup was maybe stop Black having it and get it themselves, because I can imagine they would have liked to have the Nyx Assassin, Qpanda Red Pandas on support.
Yeah.
It would have been a really good hero for them in team fights later on. Yeah, but they've taken out the Strack, which is a really powerful hero on a defensive try. And they've taken out a Luna, so that's the carry that they don't want to go against. They don't want Black to play Luna. They still left the Anti-Mage in, which I think is okay, because if they do this, they can do an offensive tri lane, and Gyro plus 2 good supports should be awesome. But Mouse Sports ban out, so they're thinking that Gyro is going to be support. I'm not sure.
We still have, by the way, the Shadow Demon in, and I've casted like a lot of Asian games in the last couple of days, and he is first ban or first pick material in Asian Dota, so I'm kind of surprised to see that. And he works well together with the Gyro as well, you know, setting up for anything like Rock Barrage or something like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Qpad's Shadow Demon would be a great pickup. I don't think it would work for Mouse Sports so well. Just having a Rubik and a Shadow Demon would kind of be sucky. And I'm weirded out by the Anti-Mage ban. That's odd to me. But Gyro is, as you said, can be played support and also carry.
I think it would be. But yes,
I think it would be a better carry position, but we'll see what they go for. I'm expecting, could be Skyref Mage, but.
Well, I'm kind of expecting a bit of a hero that doesn't really show yet where they're going to be going, if they're going to be going for an aggressive trial lane or not. Like Shadow Demon would be a good hero regardless on what kind of lane you throw him on. and just wait for Mousesports to pick up their carry, so they won't be surprised or anything like that.
Yeah, Mousesports could go Alchemist. That's a really good call from someone in chat. 100
Kuchen.
Yeah, you.
Oh my god! His name is 100 Cookies.
Is it?
In German, yes.
That's awesome.
It is.
Best internet nickname ever. How could anybody not take? Yeah, Alchemist would be a great pickup for Mousesports. Keeper of the light. And there's the Cottle, so that's one of the supports. So they potentially have 2 supports now, and they might look for a carry.
I have a bit of lack of disables right now, though. There's an Alchemist still.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew you had it right. 100 cookies or 100 cakes.
Who cakes?
Don't call us noobs. Your name's 100 cakes. I mean, that just insinuates you're very fat or generous. And normally fat people are generous just because they don't want to be bullied for being fat.
That's true.
Think about it.
No, that's true.
Yeah. They're super nice to you fat people at the office. They come up to you and they're like, hey man, welcome to the office. I'm over there, you know. This is my shelf in the fridge. Just really nice to meet you. If you have a spare sandwich, just leave it on my desk. And then you're like, oh, I love that fat person. And then you don't bully them. So yeah, gyro on carry then.
Yeah, I kind of love this because I just said that I thought that Qpanda had like lack of disables, but with the Shadow Shaman they kind of fix that problem until there's BKBs, which are gonna be there. So mid game is gonna be the game where Qpanda is gonna be trying to get most of their things done. Of course, late game they're not completely hopeless yet. Never with the Magnus, regardless. And Gyrocopter definitely not helpless either,
remaining.
but their Shadow Shaman is gonna be slacking off at that point.
5 seconds remaining.
And do you think they're gonna be still going aggressive? I mean, the combination is there, but Shadow Shaman aggressive. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But Keeper of the Light aggressive is great. I don't know if they want this Alchemist having free farm. Alchemist doesn't have a lot to his lane right now with just a Rubik, but they have a Nature's Prophet that can CP it, so it might just be defensive. And Jakiro, Twin-Headed Dragon is a great pickup for the tri-lane with Rubik and Alchemist. I imagine now that Qpanda are going to dodge that and just go farm. And taking a farm game versus black is very dangerous. And also, I believe, I personally think the Mousesports have the better fight initiation. I feel that like Qpanda want to do something well with the Shadow Shaman to get level 6 quickly, so they should defensive tri-lane to get him as many levels as possible and push towers and just get a gold advantage before the Alchemist and the Puck become an annoyance, because Puck has a way better initiation than the Select on the Magnus. Select can counter initiate. It's as risky. Wagger as well is a good counter initiation. But once you have one good initiation with Puck, and then you have an Alchemist who's like well farmed with BKB, it's gonna they can shit on you so quickly. So yeah, if you look at where they're going on lanes, Qpanda are gonna defensive try, which is definitely the right decision. They want levels on massively on the Shadow Shaman, and I think they want to get those towers down quickly. And they've got, look at this, Select's got a bottle.
And he's got himself a gift from Jarex as well, Tango. So going for domination on the lane. Should be able to at least surprise Fada with that. Fada got pulled a bit as well, though. Got Tango, it's got a no talisman first. And it's, I mean, it's very hard to win a lane against a Puck, but maybe at least now he'll be able to play even.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, his last hitting is like 63 hit. But,
he's gonna actually have the courier with him already.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, right? You know, like, you're only as strong as your weakest link, so just fucking give Select all the items.
Well, he is ill, you have to be a bit sorry for him, like, it's like late and stuff. Okay, I won't play that card. Shouldn't matter, you already said it.
He's a children of the night. Like Dota games.
The battle begins.
Well, there were a lot of people, sad when Winnie was actually the Shadow Shaman, because they were hoping for Sing Sing, his former signature hero, when he was actually playing Han, having the Shadow Shaman or whatever the name was of that hero right then. But it's expected lanes, as you said, as you called out. Might see Wagamama rotate towards the jungle fairly soon, depending on how aggressive Black is actually going to be with that haste rune of his. That's going to be something that he really likes to have.
Yeah.
But Pass as well as Sinrin will be able to initiate up on Wagamama, and you have it so that if there is actually a surge, You can just pick Wagamama up and no more Surge and you can kill him off. He actually picked up the Iron Shell first though, and that's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be nice. He pushes out the wave with the first one, making sure that the next wave will actually, you know, in the end push out towards the tower, but there's no ward stopping the pools and the stacks, so in theory Mouseport should be able to continue to keep the lane in their court, but let's see if he's actually gonna be able to get something.
But I feel that Qpanda are going to get more out of their defensive tri-lane than Mousesports. The main reason is, if you look at what Jerax is doing, he is stacking 2 camps at once right now. So, well, he's failing at stacking 1, but he stacked the other at least. So they're playing a super greedy lineup. They just want as much farm, as we mentioned on Mini, as quickly as possible, who's been able to pull his creep stack, pull his wave into 2 sets of creeps and pick up the XP, so he's on his way to level 2. Jerax is playing with the other creep camps. If Wagamama needs to come back, it might not be too bad. Currently though, he's not getting any XP, and Synderen and Paz are doing a great job as well, just getting the most out of their jungle. But I do think it favors Qpanda a little bit, just because of the tower pushing potential and the wave clearing potential that Jerax and Mini will bring.
Yeah, and of course also Black having to last it under his tower. I mean, we know that Black can do it. He's an experienced farmer, last hitter I should say, but it is not the same, and with a bit of unreliable damage from that tower, you cannot really rely on getting every single last hit, while in theory Sing should not miss a single one, because he doesn't have that same problem.
Yeah, Sing's currently 10 and 2. Black is just catching up. He's up to 10 last hits as well. Wagger is the scary point here for Qpanda. Like, he's very easily killable. He's not getting any experience, and the fact is that Synderen and Paz now on the supports are level 2. They're still playing pretty greedy, just pulling. They're not looking for kills. They do have a lane ward, so they will know when they can go for it. But they're letting Wagger get away with just some farm who's going for a soul ring. Currently in mid, Select, 12 last hits versus 15 on Puck, and now 16. Not too bad. I didn't see who the rune went to last time.
There was a haste for the Alchemist and an illusion for the Puck actually, but the illusions were burned out quite quickly with the shockwave from Select. And actually, I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Select's doing really well up against the Puck. It should not be an easy lane, and he is doing very well, keeping up, even though he's slightly behind. That's to be expected. But at least sitting here, getting his levels, which is the only reason basically he's mid. Get that level 6 up as fast as possible. Maybe if he's lucky, you get enough farm to get a Blink Dagger, obviously. But where are you thinking the first battle is gonna happen? Because right now, basically, the mid lane is the only lane that's PvP.
Yeah, it's only mid if if anything's gonna happen, and it's just Select or Fata could fuck up. What I want to see though is Jerax actually pulling and stacking for Wagger, which looks like it currently is happening because Wagger is already heading towards that large creep camp. This will get him level 2. Somewhere near to level 3. I'm not sure how close to level 3, but we'll get him level 3. But if he gets this and gets the XP, he can actually go back to bot lane and feel a little bit better about himself. Mini, currently level 3. If we check the other supports, as the game supports, they're both almost level, one's level 3, the other isn't. So, you know, everyone's playing pretty much toe-to-toe here. What's going to be scary is Black's going to be level 5 after this creep wave, and we'll see if he's just going to max Greevil's Greed, which we don't expect him to do, because that could be, you know, it's going to kick in very quickly, and we'll see if he also gets Midas. It's a very greedy build, but currently Qpanda are allowing Mousesports to be greedy because they're trying to out-greed them. So we'll see what Black's going to go for.
Yeah, we actually have got Synderen going top. Maybe you can get something done there, but I doubt it though. I mean, the lane is continuously being kept in balance by Qpanda by pulling all sorts of waves. Mini having to get extra experience. I mean, him being level 3.
Mini's level 3, but why does he have 1 point in Epirshock, 1 point in Hex, and looks like what? Oh, he hasn't just put a skill in yet. Okay, I'm like, what?
Yeah, no stats for him.
Yeah, I was like counting the branches.
Doesn't know yet if he needs to be aggressive and going for the Aethershock and rather defensive for the Shackle. It really depends on what he needs. If someone actually comes to the lane, which right now is not the case. Though they do see Synderen get some experience as it comes towards his lane. But I'm quite surprised to see Mini actually level 6, or quite surprised. I mean, not really that surprised, but he hasn't shown himself on the lane, as in he didn't take any experience off of Sing. Sing is about the same level as the Alchemist, which is to be expected right now. And Mini just getting his experience in the jungle, just like Wagamama right now, who is indeed level 2. Didn't take the entire camp just yet, does have 2 more trolls to take down. Now we actually have a bit of rotation from Jarex. He actually went all the way bottom.
Yeah, he was pushing out the wave. They don't want to lose the tower by any means. But look at this. We have a 5-minute Midas on black with 3 points in Gleevel's Greed. If we check in on Sing, he actually, was farming just as well. Could have got his Midas, but obviously doesn't want to on a gyrocopter, I hope. And we'll see what items he's going to go for, because he's just currently sat on 2k gold.
Oh, he picks up a Midas.
Oh, he is.
He is.
Midas.
I'm quite surprised. He thinks he can outfarm an Alchemist?
I don't know, man. It's a greedy game. What can you say? It's a very greedy game.
I don't think the viewers would approve. Need more killing games, I guess. But yeah, outfarming an Alchemist is tough. The only way they can try to do that is to make Select and supports rotate bottom and make Black's life hell. But if they try to do that, the counter nation from Mouse Spores is still going to be really strong.
Why is the Midas going back? This Midas has been up on the carry for ages. It went to Jarex and then it started flying home. So they've lost some Midas time. I think Black has been able to use his Midas twice already.
That's actually pretty big if you want to go toe-to-toe with that guy. And he is level 4 Gleevel's Greed right now, so he is having the time of his life right now, being left alone with the Midas top lane. Shaq, cold down Sinner in some trouble, but he's going to be laying down a... No, not going to be laying down an Ice Pad. Nice Dream Coil. Mini dodging it, still going down though. First blood goes away of Sinner and Mouse Sports picking it up. No supports whatsoever coming in. It was a one-on-one fight, Sinner versus Mini, but next to a tower of Mouse Sports, going to be giving them the edge.
Basically, Mini went 3-4 footsteps further than he wanted to. He wanted to catch, Cinderin, just as he was like level with the river. He ended up catching him just outside of tower range. That's a perfect way for a puck, to be able to take a fight. It's so nice for puck to be able to rotate or TP to one of your own towers and just drop a Dream Coil, because Dream Coil is just so strong in terms of counter initiation, just because it holds people in place. It's just an amazing spell, and you can throw it at range as well. So great play from Mouse Sports, good rotation. Qpanda overextending. Doesn't really tell the story of the game thus far though. It is about the greed, but Qpad are going to want more out of their supports. Currently they're mid. Mini and Jarex are both mid. What are they trying to achieve here? Let's Select get silenced, after picked up,
they
and
can't
we'll
get a kill
get away.
No mana up on the pocket, even though he had a regen rune. I think they might have been able to go for it, but not wanting to risk it. We do have Mini as well as Jarex sitting around Select though, just in case something happens. But in a game that has so little kills so far, all the kills that do happen, of course, mean all that much more. And right now, Mouseport sitting on that first blood, and of course, the extra bit of experience that Fada managed to get, and he didn't miss that much in the mid lane at all. So getting quite far ahead, and it looks like Wagamama is going to be the next target. Pass coming in. There's going to be a stun from Black, and here comes Pass. Telekinesis will be there as well, and that's going to be Wagamama going down as well. Does not have a surge anymore, and Alchemist picks up the kill of all people that were around there.
Yeah, this is really scary for Qpad. Personally, I think they want to get a Shadow Blade up on a gyrocopter, just so that they have some sort of awesomeness to their mid game. I don't think he's going to be able to do much with just drums. And Mini needs to get level 6, and he's hanging around mid. I'm not really sure why he needs to be here when Cinderin and Jarex could do something top, and Mini's actually going to smoke up. He's going to head top. We'll see what happens. If they get a kill, this would be really nice if it goes to the gyro, but Puck does have TP off cooldown and Dream Coil available, so no guarantees here. This could go really badly. They're gonna go out now. Here it comes. No TP from Puck.
Select.
This is good for Qpad.
Select gonna go down. They do get Sinner in return, I guess. Nice one, but losing Select is a pretty big deal, giving Fada more gold in that mid lane. If they take a tower, it might be a nice comeback. Fortification is still there. Wards from Mini are of course there. Just got level 6 with that kill. Nature Prophet gonna try to defend this, but how much can he actually defend with that flat cannon bashing around? He also has a Midas, by the way. Talking about a greedy team.
This was their game plan though, to get Mini that level
Radiant's
6 and
top
push
tower
down
is
that
under
tier 1
attack.
tower. They've done an okay job at it. They hopefully don't get denied, and they've got to be careful of this puck still. They are going to get the tower, it will go to
Radiant's
Mini.
top
He's going to
tower
be
has
welcoming
fallen.
that gold. So yeah, a little bit later and a couple more casualties than they wanted, but Qpad got what they wanted from that tower. And if you look at the tower bottom of Qpad's tower, it's not hurt at all. So Black is actually could be in a scary situation because now the supports have a little bit more room to breathe and roam, and Black only has a Midas to his name. He's got 2,000 gold. What's he going to go for? Who knows? But currently he's not overly strong. So we'll see. We'll see what Qpad make of the situation.
Yeah, and I think also Black has to be especially careful when Selects goes missing because he has got that RP up. He is gonna get initiated on again, I guess, though. Mousepore is gathering up. They're already having 3 there. If they don't get anything with that, that's a bit of a wasted time. But they have got Pus, Sinrin, Telekinesis ready, and actually, well, close by, of course, always Nature's Prophet, but Select being very careful. Still trying to get as much farm as he can to get his Blink Dagger going, but having a tough time at it.
He's actually on track for the Blink Dagger, the same as the Queen of Pain. Sorry, Queen of Pain, the Puck. Just because the Puck, you know, picked up some additional
Got
items.
and everything. He's gonna go down again,
Oh,
though.
okay, he's not on track.
Nope, not at all. Mini coming in to show that he's there as well. Might not have wanted to do that, as Pada is actually not thinking about giving this up. Oh, nice Warp Trap Shackle there as well. Shockwave going down. It's still gonna be Mini to go down, and Puck able to get himself out of there with the orb. And that is actually a bit of a waste of. Oh, wait a second.
They're gonna chase, yeah, Fata. He went off into the jungle,
Dire's
and
bottom
Singh
tower
should
is
be able
under
to react to this,
attack.
but he
Oh.
hasn't gone. Brilliant orb, really nice play by Fata.
No
And,
vacuum.
Yeah, no vacuum at level 6, so gonna be able to get away.
So that's coming to the bottom lane. Stops the push from happening, but now the tower all of a sudden down to 284 HP. And it's gonna be starting to get tough right now because they need to be getting something. Qpad needs to be getting some kind of control over the game right now.
Yeah, they wasted their wards middle, and they really should be focusing them on towers, just because they didn't get a kill in that situation. We have a Helm of the Dominator just completed on
Dire's
Sing
middle
Sing.
tower is
Select's
under
going to be
attack.
having a really shitty time.
Radiant's
Going
bottom
to try and
tower
secure
is
away.
under attack.
Actually, he might be able to get away here.
That's gonna
This
regen
could be,
rune.
yeah, this could be
Also.
really bad for Fata if he chased. It was well done that he backed off. Wacker's going to eat Unstable Concoction. And Qpad could do something bottom lane. I think there's a courier flying out to Black. It is going to be a Shadow Blade. So, ooh, this is going to get dangerous for Qpad. And I don't
this
think
is their
Qpad
only
are ready
sentry.
to defend mid.
Their only sentry they just dropped, so if the Shadow Blade is ready,
Radiant's top tower
he is
under
gonna be
attack.
able to escape with it towards his tower. So they can't really get Black and they waste a bit of time on the bottom lane.
Yeah. Mini's wards are going to be back up in a few seconds, mass wards, so I feel that they need to force the issue. Fata doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet. He's way ahead. He's like almost 1,000 gold ahead towards his Blink Dagger than Select, who's currently sat on 800. Once that Blink Dagger comes up and kicks in, it could spell disaster for some team fights. So if Qpad can do something to a tier 1 tower soon, that would be great, or shut down Black. If they can't, I feel Mouse Sports are going to be getting stronger, because Singh has just been farming jungle. He's not getting the most out of his time farming compared to Black. If we check the GPM, I don't know how to check GPM. Where is it? Where's the gold per minute?
don't know,
Singh's
it's mouse
actually,
button
wow,
from
he's
there.
so close, but he's really close in terms of GPM, but Black,
Dire's
yeah,
middle
should be
tower
getting
is under
more out of it.
attack.
It's of course also a bit due to the tower being a bit more even, due to the kill
Yeah.
that he was
Black was
involved
also
in.
in the kill as well.
Yeah, but Singh actually getting the last hit though. Black, did he actually get the last hit? He did,
Yeah.
never mind me.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Well, Puck, Blink Dagger ready. That's gonna be starting to get Fata a bit more aggression going. I agree with
Dire's
what you
middle
say though. If
tower is
Qpad doesn't
under
get
attack.
anything fast, mouse ports are gonna be in a really good position for this game.
Yeah, well, Qpad are behind because Select doesn't have his Blink, essentially. He hasn't had the greatest game. So they need to really put focus on just keeping him alive and keeping the mid tower up. And this just works out great for Black, just because he's able to just get his lane where he wants it. And Black's actually going to TP mid, so we are going to have initiation, and this is where it gets dangerous. Mini's in position. This could be good for them, but this tower might be going down.
This fight goes the way of Mouseport. Black just charging in there, can't find himself someone to stun though. Stuns himself. Might be initiation.
I think they should go.
If they had a blink dagger, it would be so much easier. Mini coming in, Ether Stroke actually being stolen by past tower goes down. That's the first tower that Mouseports actually take.
Top lane.
And that's gonna be the cooldown. Qpanda will be able to TP out. The home missile just missed it.
Yeah. Sing getting a bit optimistic there. Yeah,
if the home missile would have hit, it would have been a kill, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower
yeah,
is under attack.
If the rocket was able to connect, it would have been good. But that's a great pickup from Mousesports. They took their advantage, they used it wisely, and they got what they wanted. Wagamama, bottom lane's trying to finish up his mech. He's been able to get some farm there. And also, if you check bottom tower for Mousesports, their tower, it's actually really low. So I would like to see that Blink Dagger done from Magnus as soon as possible from the mid farm, which he should get by himself, and then for them to actually take a fight bottom with some sentries. Mousesports, personally, I feel that they could leave the Fury in bottom, just keep that lane away from the tower, and actually force a fight top.
Trying to take those towers down. I mean, right now, Qpanda cannot really fight back, so they should be taking advantage of that. And they are actually doing that on the bottom lane. With Qpanda getting the farm, actually not leaving the last hit to Black, who has been kind of running around without getting that many last hits here. So he's kind of dropping behind a bit on the gold per minute. He's still ahead though. I mean, he's still an alchemist after all, and he's still got the tower mid as well.
Wow.
Is under attack.
I think Jerix has been pulling the Ancients, but they've been blocked. And so the concoction on Dagger too near the tower to follow up. Yeah, Mousesports are pushing the top two towers they should, while they've got one farming bottom. And Qpanda aren't reacting to either of this. They're not making anything happen bottom, and they're not defending top, so I don't know what they're trying to achieve.
Well,
Here we go, they are going to try and get...
Oh, nice shackle. Long range for Mini. They do have an RP. Will be using it for him as well. Ward trap, he's dead. Nice kill. Using everything for it. TP support from everybody from Mousesports though. They will be trying to kill off Waga, at least silencing him out. Buyback from Black. They want to fight this Mousesports coming back in it. Nice Dream Cold cooldown coming down. Waga going down as well. Cinderin getting shackled, getting skewered, getting killed together with Plus. Mini goes down for that one though, but 3 dead on this side of Qpanda right now. It was actually 3 dead on the side of Mousesports as well, but they forced out 2 buybacks. So not all bad for Qpanda.
No, it's really good for Qpanda, just forcing that buyback on Black. That's going to put Sing in a much better position as he's now finished off his Black King bar. So Mini had to use 2 sentries to catch Black. That's how hard it was to get the kill. I felt the wards that were thrown down were a little bit unnecessary. But either way they did it, and Sing's currently being stalked, which is normal for Sing, but by Nature's Prophet this time, and he's already backed off and they won't be able to make anything happen. So Mousesports take the tower advantage, they take an early Blink Dagger advantage, and they've been able to fight well. Sing, if we check the GPM once again, is still kind of keeping up in farm and looking pretty good. And the Blink Dagger obviously on Select is now finished. I'm not sure if it was before or after the fight. So both teams look very even for next team fights, but Mousesports have a little bit more out of the game so far.
Yeah, a bit more control overall.
Yeah.
Also counterward of the counterward that Jerix placed to counter the ward.
Yeah.
Again.
He was so confused, wasn't he? But, oh god, almost a fight in jungle. Yeah, it's a very even game right now. Next few team fights might tell the story of what will happen in terms of if Mousesports take them, tier 2 towers will go down and they have a good advantage over Roshan. If Qpanda take them, they get the tier 1s they want and they get some world-needed gold and they really look good.
Yeah, at least they have the blink advantage now upon Select, so they should be trying to look for a fight to try and find some pickoffs, especially on Black right now. I mean, he was below Sing when he just died in terms of net worth. They're going to be fighting bottom actually. Wagamama going to be the target. Black thinks he wants that kill, will be able to take it also with the stun already charged up before he TP'd out. But at least Wagamama got the tower for that, and some might say that totally worth it, apart from actually his kill taken by Black. because that's one thing that he probably wouldn't want to have.
Yeah, the tower's good. It's really good for the rest of their team. The problem as well that Qpanda have is their support's not great on level, which in fact I think experience-wise Mousesports are looking really good. Only Sing Sing though, who's actually level 16. He's a whole 2 levels ahead of Black, even after the kill. Black is actually halfway to level 15. So Sing Sing is just, he's doing great. Like, I can't, the Midas pickup and just playing it greedy, I can't fault it. It feels like it's going to work out in a big way. Bot tower's going to get some pressure though, but they're going to back off.
A lot of pressure again on the Magnus though. They need those RPs coming. And they actually smoke up, going to be looking for a fight. They smoke up with only 2 though, interestingly enough. And let's see who they're going to be finding. There are sentries down also for mouz, even though that one's going to be countered soon by Jarex.
Puck's got an ultimate orb as well, so probably going towards his a sheep stick. TP bottom, forced out. That's going to be Sing Sing. He's got some farm to pick up here in the next wave. Wagamama is finishes mech if he wants to buy it. He's sat on 900 gold. That mech would be huge for the next team fight, as there's a skirmish mid and no kill comes onto pass as he still skewer and skewers away. He's like, look at me, I'm awesome.
Yeah, not really worth spending more effort on for Qpanda. They actually did use dash smoke for that one. Shame they didn't get a kill out of that, but they yeah, chasing it down and using an RP, for example, wouldn't be worth it at all. And we're gonna see Sting taking the stack of ancients that is not really there. Well, every little bit helps, I guess. But he was expecting probably a lot more from his team right there, because that would put him, like, he has been doing good, like you said. I mean, he's been really keeping up. This counter war, I really nicely done though, but still, Mousesports once again taking the entrance to the jungle. But yeah, I mean, Sting getting the farm going, he really could have used that ancient stack for himself right there.
This is, if you look at bottom, Mini and Select, do they think they can take down an Alchemist 2v1? And they might be able to. Let's see what happens, because they will have a Furion come in. Are they just looking for what? Death or some extra farm? Or
Death.
I'm not sure what they were doing.
And they back out, realizing they didn't want death after all. Maybe they should be trying to defend their tier 2 top. Fada is just solo pushing that one down to 400 HP. Sting will come into farm, but Fada, you know, he can lay down some pressure and back off just to continue farm somewhere else, which is going to be mid. Right there, his support's are already waiting for instructions. Actually, in terms of levels, still quite a big difference between the supports of Qpanda and supports of mouz. We still have level 8 and level 9 up on
oh dear, haste rune on Puck, coming bottom. Mini.
Oh, nice Hex. Gonna try to TP out. Qpanda right clicks, ice paths.
Nice kill.
Yeah.
And Mousesports are in position to do something potentially tier 2 bottom. I actually think this could go bad for Mousesports if they want to commit to that tower. I actually think the defense of Qpanda looks pretty damn strong right now. This will be the first time, I believe, that BKB is going to be used by Sting. So it's going to be a 10-second BKB they're fighting. And he's also got a Demon Edge. Black has a Radiance, which is really annoying for Select. But let's see what happens here. I'm expecting this tower to stay and Mousesports to back off. But if they took a fight, it would probably be good for Qpanda.
I mean, this is a position on this bottom lane, like where they are right now, perfect RP positioning, like very like bottleneck kind of place to be at. And Mousesports realized that they wouldn't be getting the advantage in this one, because just the hint of having that RP going the way of Qpanda would totally ruin Mousesports' position in the game, and they can't afford to lose that right now.
If you look at Black, now he's picked up his Radiance. He's going to farm great, but he's so low on HP. He's at 1.3k HP. Surely, if they saw that, they'd be like, well, let's do something. Currently, Mousesports have got more out of the situation. They put down some damage on the tier 2 tower. They've also taken in the Nature's Prophet top, who's been farming, who's now going to finish off his Orchid. So Qpanda again are letting Mousesports make the moves. So let's see if they're going to go for this. They are going to surge up. They're going to have to drop a sentry ward, and Black will get away. He's so fast when he pops his ulti and also the Shadow Blade. So they really wanted to get that kill. I think Qpanda should do something middle now for the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up a gem anytime soon. I mean, if you look at the minimap, you see like sentries everywhere. And there it is not that high of a kill game, so a gem might make that big of a difference that they can actually get the control of the game, as well as the map, as well as of Black. If they can actually try and gank him down, but mid lane is indeed where Qpanda is going to be at. Still
Yeah, they're still looking to pick.
They're
Actually
actually
going to
find
find
Paz.
Paz. That's a nice kill. That should open up. Oh, please. That should open up the chance to go towards tier 2 tower mid. Sorry, tier 1 mid. But it looks like, yeah, Mouse Sports are going to pull them top.
Yeah, they don't want to be giving up their tier 2 for that tier 1. I don't blame them. Ice Path is going to stop Mini. Synderen maybe trying to do something here. Going to be having Puck coming in as well. Find Select first. Oh, Mini is going to be bursted down. Dream Coil up on 2. Stun up on Magnus. Can't find his RP, but the positioning right now for an RP would be amazing. Were it not that the stun actually lasts for a very long time. Black going to be trying to burst down Jarex. The burn might actually be enough, but he runs the other way. And Jarex gets a surge to get himself into safety. In the end, a trade well, a bit of a trade, I guess. Of course, Paz already died earlier on the Rubik, but it could have gone a lot worse. I kind of think it should have gone a lot better in the end.
For
Qpanda.
Yeah, it should have. It wasn't a great fight, and like the end, like when I said Black has that little HP, it's only that little HP when he doesn't use Chemical Rage. But they are able to do something with that. But they, yeah, the Magnus, didn't have room in that fight. He was pretty much locked out. So I think it was a stun, a stable concoction onto him.
Yeah, a very long duration one as well, and then the Ice Path and his blink interrupted. If he was going to be staying a bit further back, he wouldn't have been in range for that stun, and he would have been able to jump in the RP, and then they would have had that big team fight that they wanted, and they might have been able to get the kills they wanted as well. Maybe not on Black with the rage on, but at least on the rest. And
also to mention the storyline on the supports, Synderen and Paz are getting way more out of this. They're currently level 11 and 12, and they're actually out leveling the offlane Darkseer, who is level 11, Shadow Shaman level 10, and Kotl level 8, which is kind of bad. And top tower is going to be denied. That's always going to be good. And Sing has actually brought out a Chrysalis for his damage.
Deadless is actually complete with that one.
Oh yeah, and also Black has got 4.4k. So if I'm not sure what he wants to go for. I mean, Shadow Blade is a nice amount of damage.
Oh, Mr. P! The hell, Select! Can't do that, dude! Mini gonna actually be going down for that nice ward trap still on the puck, but dead regardless. Yeah. That's actually gonna be also Synderen going down, so again a trade, but they used the RP there on a puck that was still inside of his face shift.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that fight when I was looking at Black.
Oh, that happens. It wasn't really a fight, like there was a hasted puck. Mini got lucky with the shackle. It was a very long range shackle in the end.
And the RP missed.
And the RP missed. It was interesting.
And all the meanwhile as well, Black's been able to farm. He just bought an item, and he's bought up an Assault Cuirass.
Gonna make him extra tanky. And actually, also the items Fada.
Yeah, there's a sheep stick.
Well, this is
relying
so
really
much dangerous.
on Sing's damage in these fights. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out for him.
It's gonna have to be Sing's damage and the RP has to be actually hitting on someone casted.
I mean, luckily RPs are pretty low cooldown.
Yeah.
As an ultimate, so it's not too bad. But let's check the GPM, because Sing's not keeping up nearly as much now.
No, it's almost 100 gold less than Black right now. We do have almost a BKB ready up on Select, which will be helping out a lot. And if they get it Aegis actually, which they won't, because Synderen will scout that out.
Well, look at this. This is going to be a good team fight mid. This should be Qpanda taking a really big team fight.
Ooh, Synderen, Trouble, Homo Missile as well. Surge up for Sing just to get that kill. Vacuum going to be putting him to the low ground. Vacuum stolen by Paz, that was, of course. Ice Path up on Sing. Homo Missile will still hit, will not get the kill though. But Magnus does get the kill on Fada on the back end of things. That was just
huge. Oh.
That was huge indeed. Jero still gets the kill. Nice ward trap again. On Paz this time, cooldown is going to come down. Another kill. That was a cooldown again from Paz actually. Nice Nice moves by Pops, but doesn't really work in their favor at all. But fight going to Qpanda, get the tier 1 tower, which was the last tier 1 standing in the game, and they should be defending top probably. I was gonna say Roshan, but Quickfire is just making use of the situation, pushing top a bit, and he's gonna be finding himself an RP. Shockwaves, he's still there, skewer towards the tower. Shadowblade won't save you now, and he gets bursted down by minis.
You should be honored.
Huge. Just huge wins. If Qpad were organized, they could maybe do something Roshan. Just because it would take them a while to get to Roshan, just because they can only now TP to tier 2 tower. But they're not that organized. They had to go back to base. They had to defend top against the Furion. So if they go now for Roshan, it could be too dangerous. So I'm not sure if they will. But that was just a huge win for Qpad. All those kills in that tower was massive for them. I'm not sure where they need to go from this situation. As far as I can tell, Black's still happy farming. But I actually think that Mousesports are the ones that want to do something at Roshan now.
Yeah, Roshan is going to be a big factor in the next fight. It's going to be a make or break situation for that one.
There's no RP as well. So once they know there's no RP, are Qpad going to be able to do anything? Mini is currently with no mana. Top, he can get called in and he can get mana.
They don't really have a hero that can steal it.
Oh, this is dangerous. They've got a wall. This is pretty big from Wagger.
A bit of an awkwardly placed wall that is, but it does make Mouz aware that Qpad is around, so they actually back off, being a bit afraid of the team fight. That just shows how much impact that fight just had.
To be honest, I would send Sing in with that BKB and make something good happen. Brilliant surge, saving Sing. He's still got his BKB. He uses it now, and this is I think this is Qpad to take. I don't think they can get past Sing the rest of the team. They'll wait for the BKB to be gone. Now it looks like it could be Mouse's fight.
There is gonna be RP again now though, with the blinking. Oh, Fada, are you sure you want to be there? Nice ice path coming out. There comes Black again. Gonna be getting a vacuum. Still stuns up Mini though. Mini will get bursted down. Wagga will go down. Double kill for Black. Triple kill for Black. Perhaps one more hit needed on Sing. And there's indeed a triple kill. Black gonna get turned into a chicken regardless. Mini coming back. Buybacks all around. And that is gonna be Qpad on the retreat, but Mousesports. Are they still gonna get Roshan? Yes, they are. They should be getting Roshan. I mean, the RP is still on the board, but no buyback on select means no fight.
Yeah, like really nice win for Mousesports, but when they use that BKB on Sing, they should have done something as a team.
They should have just barreled through. You know what's coming if you stand around, wait till your BKB goes off, and then try to go in. I mean, you're just at a disadvantage right then.
Yeah, no BKB just screwed them up, and they've got a second sheep stick now, and they're going to push this to 3. Nice cooldown will get to a good amount of damage, but Black does not care.
No, there's no fortification anymore either.
How was that?
See, they need this fight to go good. They have got select up again in a couple of seconds. They just don't die until that happens, and still don't have the barracks go down. They still have that chance, and they do force them out. We do have a heart upon Black though, so his HP bar looking quite healthy right now.
Yeah, and that buyback thing has to do did cost him on his way to his next big item. So he's pretty far behind. Mousesports looking really good.
Yeah, net worth, it is actually Quickfire that is now even second in place. Beat Sing after that buyback. And hex sticks all around.
Yeah, good item pickup from Select going for the BKB. That's nice to be able to help him initiate. Levels again, I just want to see. Yeah, everything's kind of staying the same in terms of the supports. They're kind of just equal to each other. But no Rex down, that's what's important for Qpad. But Mousesports, I think they can force it, and they are going to.
Yeah, knowing that the fortification is still down. And Black just being kind of unkillable is gonna either force out a solo RP, which will allow the rest of Mouz to come in, or is gonna take the Rex. Or is gonna be forced back by homing missiles, but... Yeah, they can't really hope to get an RP with Black and team, but that's the one that they need.
Yeah, this is really dangerous for Qpad to defend this, just because you've got really good initiation on the puck with Sheepstick as well. that Sing on his gyrocopter has to be so aware of what could happen in the team fights. And this is, if Mousesports back off and get nothing here, this is great for Qpad. They're going to have their ultis up. They've also got a pipe on Wagger, a mech, and his walls back up, and RP's back up. So this is really good for them, but I think Mousesports wants to force the issue. But Mousesports should have the advantage, but it's just a team fight. It could go either way.
Well, if Mousesports win this fight, I would almost be ready to call the GG, depending on the amount of buybacks that are going to be there.
If Qpad defends, Sing's going to have a huge mana pool and item. Wagger's going to surge himself before getting Sheep. So that Sheep stick is down. That was Furian's, I think. So that Sheep stick's not going to be available for another 25 seconds.
Yeah, the fortification is back up again, actually. So this is just Qpad playing with Black, seeing if he overextends himself so much that he's going to be giving some space for a potential kill for Qpad. But Mousesports, they're not backing off just yet.
Yeah, no, I think Qpad are doing well with this. Sure, they've got their melee racks taken down to half HP, but I think they're doing pretty good in this situation. I'm not, you know, if you're a fan of Qpad, I don't think you should be disappointed with how they're playing this out, and I think they're getting a lot out of it.
Yeah, they just need to not try to overextend too much. They will see their Rex go down, still turning Black into a chicken.
Oh,
actually, their BKB is gone. They need to go in now. Fortification goes on. Black having a cooldown. He's gonna be popping his invis. Will be able to run away. No kills on the board. Rex go down. BKB is on cooldown, or at least for Sing. Not yet on Select anyways, but that's all that Mousesports came for, and they back off. I'm happy with the way things are going.
I think Mousesports end up ultimately winning that ordeal.
Yeah.
When they used the glyph, it was very nicely played by Fata on the puck, just to come in and silence everybody out just as the racks were going down to ensure Black would get it and get out. And Qpad had sentries. They could have chased, but like if you commit a BKB to kill an Aegis Alchemist, you're going to have a bad time afterwards. But Sing is at 4.2k gold. We'll see what he's going to go for. And there's the fortification.
Yep. They're gonna be trying to do the same thing here as they did on the middle lane, of course. Mini though might be already going down, and he does. What? Picking up the kill, Farah. As Black, he's just bashing on the tier 3. Nobody is stopping him. Now Select gets in there, gets Black, but Black, he just bashes in return. No time for BKB. Kills everywhere. This could be, or might actually will be game, most likely.
That's a pretty sad way to lose the game.
I was hoping for like one last epic kind of battle team fight that Qpad would then maybe lose and, you know, game over, but no can do. Maybe Sing can do something. Flat Cannon doing tons of damage right here, but Black, he just lives through it all and he can just stun Sing when his BKB runs out and will be killing off Sing, and the GG indeed gets called. That is gonna be indeed a disappointing way to lose a game.
Well, they focus their attention on Black, like, oh, look at this guy, you need to kill him. But at the same time, if they're pushing to the ranks top, there's no reason why Select couldn't focus the back like supports with an RP. Because Black is a problem, but he's such a big problem when you have a Fury and Rubik to kind of back him up and a Heavy Dragon. So I don't understand what they were trying to achieve in that team fight. I felt that they should have tried to initiate themselves and kill off as many people outside of Black as possible. So it was pretty bad, but it was really nice for Mousesports in terms of their kind of just discipline. They really do well in good situations.
Yeah.
In terms of when they get something going for them as a team, they use their advantage. That's something that they're very good at as a team.
Yeah, of course, they got the early game. Qpad did come back at some point, but in the end, it's just a too farmed up Black that Qpad were willing to try on at the end of the day. I mean, they were willing to accept the fact that Black was going to be big. They had to deal with it, and in the end, it just ran a bit out of control.
But just think about how the last fight could have gone, right? Your Nature's Prophet is scary as fuck. Your Puck scary as fuck. And if they initiate on you, you are guaranteed to lose the fight. If Puck initiates on and catches Mini or anybody, you've lost the fight. If you actually pop a BKB on your Magnus, so you don't take Radiance damage, and you blink to the back and you hit 2 people max, like 2, like 2 people min, 3 people max in terms of supports. You have no BKB on the Alchemist, and Mini is not fucking dead. Mini can sheep the Alchemist, and he can also shackle the Alchemist, and Sing Sing can ignore the Alchemist, throw a cooldown onto the RP at the rear side of Mouse Sports, and just go in and try and fuck them as much as possible. From having that team fight and even being able to pick up a couple of kills, sure, Nature's Prophet can probably buy back and TP in, but if you can get Puck, if you're, lucky, or you can get a Jakiro and Rubik, you might be able to take that fight on the offensive. If you wait for them to pick a fight with you, you've automatically lost. So I really don't see what their game plan was in the team fights. Because I'm ignoring the fact that I didn't even mention Darkseer, who had Mech, who had Wall, and also Pipe. But yeah,
Well, they waited too long. I mean, we saw in the second game that they played, I mean, that they were kind of indecisive at some point, just not taking the best out of the situation that they had. And in a way, this is the exact same scenario, just on a smaller scale.
Yep. But nice games. Mouse Sports obviously showing their dominance in the Western scene, which they've been doing really well lately over in Europe, and they're going into their qualifiers, and they're going to be very happy picking up this win versus Qpad, because they will be playing Qpad in that group, potentially. Obviously, Mouse Sports will play their first game versus Icy Cup, and the winner of that will move on to play the winner of EG and Qpad. So chances are, on paper, you'd expect Mouse Sports and EG both to come through. But they could meet essentially, so it's going to be good for Mouse Sports to take wins, because the more confidence they get going into the TI qualifiers, the more motivated they'll be to train and in good spirits. Qpad have now lost the game, and they're like, we've only got X days until we start playing, and we obviously still need to fix stuff. So it's when you go into tournament games, you don't want to be walking in with the knowledge that you don't know if you're the team that should win. You want to feel that you're the team that wins, and I think Mouse Sports winning this game is going to be really nice for them.
Yeah, at least they got the second game under their belt, and I think they even though they ended up winning the game, still of course a lot to learn from that one. And I think, like you already mentioned, I mean, limited time available, but they seem to be knowing what they are working on. And I think Mouse Sports also boot camping at the moment. I think so. So also for them, I mean, they can learn a lot of this as well, even though they played it pretty solid, I have to say. Just overall communication going very well. And well, it was nice games regardless of the results.
Yeah, it was good games. It was close as well, which I think is good for both teams in terms of, especially for Qpad. They won a nice game, this game, and the first one, sure, they were a little bit behind, but they definitely seem to struggle compared to Mouse Sports on just overall map decisions and knowing when they have an advantage and can use it, or a disadvantage and how to play with it. Mouse Sports seem a lot more well-rounded, so yeah, it always comes down to Qpad needing to win a couple of team fights that they are behind in, so we'll see what they change.
Yep.
All right, are we done?
We done. I don't do overlays right now, so that's okay. Like, done regardless.
Yep.
But yeah.
So what's your kind of post-game ritual? Because I have sex with my co-caster.
Oh, really? I never thought about that option before.
Well, I mean, I cast a lot with men, actually, but I'll make an exception.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm fucking the sweetest. In fact, like sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not really my type.
You don't need sugar with me, actually. I'm that sweet. I'm cute too. I'm fucking adorable.
But you know you're talking yourself down right now, right?
No, yeah, because I'm making a joke on it, because you don't call men sweet or cute.
No, because
Jesus.
But yeah.
You great Amazonian woman. How dare you?
Okay, you just ruined your chances. Sorry. That happens. I don't have a ritual apart from spamming out commercials on my stream.
Right, no death by snoo snoo. I'm out of here.
No what?
Thanks. No death by snoo snoo, so I'm out of here.
Okay. Well, if you want to co-cast again...
If you watch Futurama, it's funny.
Yeah, I don't watch it. If you want to co-cast again, let me know.
Okay.